So here we are, Tuesday night competitive league. First draw just starting. We got John Gibbons versus Sean Main on sheet C. Ada Leslie versus Mike Parker on sheet B. Robert Kwan team. Robert is not here versus Mark Zakin over on sheet A. It's going to be a subbing in, it looks like, for Robert Kwan at skip. I got the 2N set up here on the cameras. I will switch over to the far end here. Give you a view again. Sheet A far end camera not quite working yet, and we'll have to deal with that as we go for the next couple of weeks. If you hear some curling in the background, that is our 4 virtual sheets of curling are now on the Canadian satellite dish. We have the Roar of the Rings on. So Nutmeg expanded to 7 sheets tonight. 3 here at the club and 4 up in Ottawa. Games are underway. A couple of guards. Nothing exciting happening yet. And a little tap back on sheet B around the guard. Another nice takeout on sheet B. Nada sitting 2. Michael Parker's Yale team. This is Jeff Hannon, by the way, doing the announcing tonight. As I walk around the warm room and head over to get a refreshing beverage, I think is in order. I need glasses to unlock the cash box. And I'm going to see if these headsets work tonight. I have some new information on them that you got to keep talking, so I'll try to do that this evening. I'll do play-by-play on. That was ice scoop going into the ice. And a refreshing beverage being poured over ice. Which you probably can't hear, but that's okay. And we'll get back to the action here. Sheet C. We have... I can't even look at the monitor because the camera is actually down, so... Looks like Mark is sitting one in the 4-foot, maybe just in the back of the 4-foot. And there's a red guard at the top 12. Because I'm not sure who. Yes, Mark is yellow, so it's definitely Mark sitting shot. He's going to guard that run back, I think, or try to make the takeout on the red one. Rick Moore is here in the warm room at the always jumping Nutmeg Curling Club. There's 2 of us here right now, besides all the people on the ice, of course. But Nada sitting one in the back of the house over there on sheet B. Mark does not make his takeout on that yellow rock. In fact, he hit the yellow rock back onto the shot rock, and red is now shot. This would be Robert Kwan's team with Redhead Ed skipping and subbing. Michael gets a nice draw, half behind cover, into the 4-foot, just touching the button, biting the button. A flash over there on sheet C. Now we'll take a look at the far end B. That's Michael Parker's red rock. It's just touching the button. Looks like he's going to go for a guard. The far end of C, there's 2 red rocks in the house. That would be for Jonathan Gibbons. Looks like Sean's asking for a draw, possibly, down to that one in the 4-foot. It looks a little heavy. I do believe that is going to go right through. And it does, so Jonathan's going to have a chance to sit 3. Playing with a different special flex here. I like the fly rotate or the cube zoom. Over on sheet A, looks like Ed's gonna throw a wide in-turn, left-handed in-turn, draw around. Trying to get another one buried. He does have the hammer. He does not have the hammer. And again, that looks maybe a little warm. No, it's going to stop somewhere. I think it'll be second shot. I believe it's second shot. Michael Parker's completely buried that rock on the 4-foot and trying to get another rock in there for second shot around the couple of guards that are in front of the house. And sweepers are on it. Yeah, they're coming off. The line looks good. Depends on the weight. It might be a little heavy. Just gonna tap that red one. Roll out in the open just a bit. It's half covered. I think Nada can see enough of it maybe to take that one out, or maybe even make a double. Sean over here on sheet C is again trying to make a draw down somewhere. Again, it's heavy, and they're trying to sweep it to keep it on the back one, but not enough. It's close for a second shot. Jonathan Gibbons without the hammer. Sitting shot in the 4-foot. There's Nada's rock. Plenty of weight. Needs to curl a bit. Swoopers are on it early, and it just straightened right up. And she got a corner of it. And got rid of one of them. Michael's sitting shot outside the 4-foot now. It's wide open. Nada's sitting second and third shot. They're trying to decide if that red rock in the back of the house is out of play or not. I always go with, I don't want to trip over it, so let's move it, because it's never going to mean anything anyway. Sheet C. Jonathan's draw was heavy. Sean with his last rock needs a big chunk of the 4-foot. Score 1. Guards got that shot rock covered up, so it just needs to draw into the 4-foot. So we can quick play that for you. Sean's draw is on its way. Plenty of room to get in there. 4-foot completely open on that side. Just a matter of the weight. Hoopers are on and off, which is always usually a pretty good sign that the weight's close. And it's a nice draw. Draw for 1. And Sean with the hammer gets his 1. And there's a situation on sheet B. Both those red rocks are open, but Nada's last rock, she's going to hit the red one that's by the broom there and try to sit and get her one that way. Not as much weight as her first one, but it still looks like it's hanging out there. Needs to come back. Doesn't look like it's coming back. And it's going to chip it sideways, but not enough, so Michael Parker's going to steal 2 there on sheet B. Best view we have is sheet A, this one. There's a draw down, looks like Team Kwan sitting 2 at this point. This would be Mark's last rock. He's got to find a draw somewhere. Needs a good piece of the button. And his rock is on its way. Not through the hole, so looks like steal of 2 for Ed subbing in for Robert Kwan. Cut back to the multi-camera view here, coming at the warm room. I can wave at you if you like. This is me sitting behind the monitor in the right corner of the screen as you're looking at it. Uh, 2-0 Kwan on sheet A, 2-0 Michael Parker on sheet B, Team Parker, and 1-0 Team Maine on sheet C. And I'm going to go check on the virtual curling happening in Ottawa. I'll be back. Second in complete. And there was a blank on sheet C, so the score is still 1-0 for Sean Main over Jonathan Gibbons. Nada got 1 over on sheet B, so she's now down 1 to 2. Well, yeah, 2-1. And Mark Zakin had a draw against 2 and was heavy. I believe it was another steal of 2 on sheet A. Oh, now he's down 4-0. Maybe a look at sheet C, house. Sean Main sitting shot back 4 foot in the yellow rock. Asking for a guard or a draw, one of the two. And looks like he wants a draw. And it looks like it's going to be a little heavy. And no, it's going to stop in time. It is wide open, however. Sheet A, we have a red rock in the house that Ed's going to guard. Sheet B, we have 1 yellow rock in the house. I don't think that's a biter. Let's see what we can see. Oh yeah, it is a biter. Red biter, very top of the house. Nada sending shot there just outside the 4 foot. Sheet C, and a takeout, and Jonathan Gibbons now sitting 3 in the house. Sean looking for a hit and roll or a possible double. Pretty close for the double. Oh, just across the top. Got the outside one instead, so. Makes a double. I don't think the one exactly he wanted to, but it's still not bad. That red rock that's in the 4 foot is half guarded. Again, they blanked the second end here, so Jonathan Gibbons has the hammer in this third end. He's looking to split the house. Try to get his 2 that way. Nada looking to remove some rocks over there on sheet B. Is a red rock at the top of the house is a biter, and shot rock is just in the back 4 foot there. And once Kathy Morley get rid of that one, and looks like it's going to be successful. Not going to hang around. So. A draw over on sheet A, heavy again through the house. So Ed is sitting 2. And I throw another draw. Keep the pressure on. Over on sheet D up in Ottawa, we have a draw for 3 for Gushu, I believe. Yes. I believe he just went up 3-1. Yes, he did. Goosey playing Carruthers. Goosey now up 3-1 after that nice draw for 3 on our virtual sheet D up in Ottawa. Joe with a nice hit and roll on sheet C. Gibbons sitting 2 with the hammer. Both of those are open. The only guard is that one you can see right on the center line. So John's got a hit, maybe a little roll in. Trying to get buried. This is his first. Sheet B looks very messy in front of the house with not much going on in the house. You got that one little red biter. Michael Parker trying to figure out how to get another rock in there somewhere without pushing a yellow one in. Michael being red. And sheet A, there's 3 red rocks in the house. Ed's throwing a...
Sean's got a good hit and roll.
Guard.
Hits the roll, it's perfect. Beautiful shot.
He never had to work years ago.
Oh, Sean makes a really nice hit and roll. Half behind the guard. It's corner open. Half of it sticking out.
Except they might jam on their own.
There is a jam possibility there. And Ed, I think, was trying to throw a guard on that open rock on the right side of sheet A. Didn't quite get there, so Mark's coming down and try to freeze to it. It looks a little heavy and a little wide. And again, and that's something I always say, the easiest shot in curling is the draw to the hack, which is exactly what that was. I will make that 100% of the time. Practice that at home, kids. Throw that draw to the hack.
Hack guard.
Jonathan is going to take on this takeout here on sheet C. That rock that's half open.
He's wide. I don't know how much it's curling. He's got to curl a bunch. Nope.
Not coming back. Probably more weight than he wanted to throw. He needed to throw a little bit less weight than that. So Sean's going to hit the open red one in the back. Set up the force. And over on sheet B, you can see Nada actually has a yellow one in the house and is attempting to guard the run back on the red rock that's in front of it. Going to do a nice job of that. Don't want to sweep it too much more. You don't want to line it up. That's kind of lined up. So could be a little drag effect there. Michael Parker has to hit this in the correct spot to. If he hits it that way, it's going to drag and miss that yellow rock. He's got to hit it from the outside, or the top of your screen as you're looking. Drag it toward the yellow one. And he is going that way, so he's got a chance.
Looks like there's an inch or two between them.
Yeah, maybe a couple inches between them. Craig Steffen here, Peanut Gallery. Telling me what I'm looking at. So we'll stay here on sheet B and see if Michael Parker can make this little drag effect run back. Rock's on its way. Pretty good weight. Gonna cross the nose. No, it's gonna hit it on the nose, and it's gonna get it.
There it is.
Nice shot. Sitting 2 now. Pretty much fully buried. Not sure how Nada gets in to get a rock in the house. Sheet A, you can see we still got 3 red rocks, and there's a 4th one coming into the house now. Team Quan with Ed Scamilla subbing here is in complete control of that end. Mark has 2 rocks left. Got the 4-foot to draw to, but that's not easy when you're looking against 4. Nate is going to try to tap up through the hole, and there on the left side of the center line. I'm guessing that John Gibbons missed his draw. Gave up a steal of 2 on sheet C. I gathered that from the broom bang that just occurred. Nada with a nice tap.
Nice.
Too much?
Nope.
It's going to stop. It's going to stop. And it does stop behind a complete wall of granite. Michael Parker's going to have to make some kind of draw through the hole, I think, that Nada just tapped through. Mark Zicken with his first over on sheet A. Again, we don't have cameras, non-functional at this point on the far end of sheet A. I could show you what it looked like, but it's just a black screen, so I don't think that's very interesting. And his rock is on the way. It looks a bit heavy. I'm not sure if he was trying to chap and lie, use an old time curling term, or he's just going to make a takeout, and it's not even going to remove it. So red's still laying 3 for sure. That one on the outside of the 4-foot, it is wide open. The shot rock is buried in the back of the 4. Mark might still have some kind of draw, depending where Ed and Dave Byko decide to put this rock. And based on the broom, I think they're trying to throw it top 8, top 12, guard up the 4-foot.
Is Michael trying to run back?
I believe he might be on his opponent rock, trying to make a run back on the yellow onto the yellow, get rid of both of them. Not going to happen. So that is a steal of 1 for Nada, and that game is tied up now. 2-2. Again, sheet C, 3-0 for Sean Main. And sheet A is a little bit behind here, but red rock on the way. It looks a little heavy. It's going to bury, though, so you might as well take a top 4. And they get it pretty close. So red sitting 4. Mark's got a hit and roll. He needs to get into the 4-foot, probably close to the button to get it 1. If he noses that, it's probably going to be 2 again. Might not outcount the 3rd shot rock right now. But he needs a little inside roll. He needs to get a piece of the 4-foot to at least cut him to 1.
Maybe just throwing the draw.
So we'll stay with this view for a minute here until you can see the result of this. Lots of weight.
Yeah.
Sweepers are on it hard. On it hard the whole way. And he's going to get the hit. Does he get the roll? And he does, but I don't think it's enough. I believe it is 1 red. We'll find out here in a second when somebody gets in the hack. Back to our warm room end view here. What we call the near house is the home end, if you will. And we're sitting over here in the corner. This is me waving. That's Craig Steffen, screen left, also waving. A few other people here in the peanut gallery. Rick Moore's still hanging out. And Jack Miller's here having his dinner before his game at 9 o'clock. And we got gift bags being created here for the Crystal Snowflake that's happening this weekend. The women's Bonspiel starts on Friday at 2, or does it start Friday or Thursday?
Friday.
Start Friday at 2, I believe.
Just getting an early start on these, because why not?
So sheet A was a steal of 1, so Team Quan with Ed subbing is now up 5-0 after 3 ends. Sheet B's are close game, 2-2 after 3 ends. Sheet C 3-0 after 3 ends. Sean gets a nice takeout there to sit 1. Native's got a good center line guard. She can either go around it or tap it or split it. Draw, tap, split. The old triple option there. All of which are good. Jonathan's trying to freeze down to this yellow rock in the back, I believe. It looks pretty good. A little heavy. It's going to tap it out, but it's going to stay in the house, although in the back 12. But he needs rocks in play at this point, so that's not awful.
I think Michael wins the Best Pants on the Ice award.
And we, oops. Hard to see on the camera, but Michael Parkner has these great skeleton crossbone Christmas pants. I don't know if great is the right word, but they're interesting. We get him to stick a leg out. Maybe you could see that, but he's kind of crouched down right now. And his takeout he tried on this on the back yellow from Nada just clicks on the guard. Can almost see him on this shot. The white splotches are the heads and crossbones and little skeletons. Some of them have Santa hats on, which is a nice touch. Nada sitting 1 there without the hammer, trying to get a guard in front of that shot rock. It's curl a mile. If they get in for a second shot, that's not bad either. And not going to be second shot. Over here, we're attempting that draw down to the back yellow one again. That one's better as it sits there. Probably removable.
He doesn't care about his own stone. Get rid of him.
Yeah, it's good foot between those. You could actually pick it if you wanted to, but there's no reason to leave both of the rocks in the back of the house. It's best to get rid of all of them so that Jonathan doesn't really have anything to work with. There are no guards in play, as you can see.
He's going to get the peel. He'll still be there.
And he just picks the red one off the top. Give Jonathan a chance to throw that draw again down to the back yellow. Maybe make it a little bit better. Nada's going after shot rock here on the outside 12 of sheet B. Sheet A, Mark Zakin in trouble again. I have near house A, so I can show you that there's a red rock back 4. A yellow rock half guarding it, and Ed has asked for another guard. And coming into screen now, and that's going to be pretty good. There's no hole between those rocks, and that rock is now well covered. So Mark's going to try to draw around down onto that red rock at the back of the button.
Sheet C, we have.
Needed to not make her take out on sheet B. And sheet C, again, Jonathan's team is a little heavy. Bounced off that yellow one. Did stay in the back of the house for shot, but Sean's got an open hit here on that red rock at the back of the house. And looks pretty good. Nose hit. Yellow hits one. Jonathan trying to decide if I'm going to try that freeze again one more time. Sure, why not? Nada really wants to get rid of this red shot rock. She's going to go after it again. Kathy Morley with the classic lift delivery. She uses when she's throwing a takeout. She tried to switch away from that a couple years ago when I was playing with her, and she didn't have the same weight, and she felt she was more accurate with the lift delivery. I'm not sure what happened there. Did they hit the line before it got? Because it was going to take the yellow one out.
I don't know.
Let's see if we can get an instant replay of that.
Yeah.
Except I don't know how to do that.
I don't know. I know it's possible, but...
And no idea. Okay. Never mind. Nope. Alright, so no instant replay. Here we'll fly this in. I got a super quick lesson in instant replay. Obviously I did not quite figure out how to use it. But we're going to have, I think Ed's going to be on the, no, Ed's playing later at 9, so, but Craig Doucette's going to be on the broadcast for the 9 o'clock game. He's going to be my my Vic router, and I'll be the color commentator, Russ Howard. This is not Russ Howard, this is Jeff Hanna, by the way. But Craig Doucette will be in to do play-by-play. As I'm playing around here with instant replay, I'm not really paying attention to what's going on.
Okay, just playing my teams.
And Sean Main draws down and taps his own out, which is an interesting thought. He was trying to sit 2, I believe, but was too heavy. Jonathan Givens has a choice of either taking 1. Near C. 1 yellow rock in the back of the house, no guards at all. You can either blank this again.
Yeah, he could get the blank here.
Keep the hammer going into 5. You're only down 3. It's not a bad option. You get your 2 and 5, and it's a whole new game. And he's throwing peel weight. So
yeah, he's going to give up 1. He's just
nope.
Gonna peel.
Nope.
Oh, the back one's not counting.
The back one is
right.
not counting.
All right, so he was going for that all the way.
So fly rotate in our window view here. Let's take a look at sheet B. So red is sitting shot, and that's Michael Parker. Natus sitting 2, 3, 4, all of which are biters. So Michael can't really hit anything. And gets second shot. He could tap that. He could draw. Lots of room to draw on the bottom of the screen there, the left-hand side of the sheet as we're looking at. from back here behind the windows. And over on A, we have red still sitting shot. Yellow does have a rock in there, but it's open, and Dave Bico is going to remove that yellow rock as long as it gets past the guard, which he does not. Pushes the yellow in, but safely out in the wing. So Mark's got a hit here to sit 2 with his first. And sheet C, again, blank in the 4th then. So Jonathan Gibbons still has the hammer in 5.
Michael was going to get his tap.
And going to be just enough. Yes, Mike Parker makes a nice little tap. Does leave Nate to draw. He got the entire left side of the house wide open. She can make a draw around. She could try tapping in one of her yellows. Both yellows are available to be tapped. Nothing out there in front of the house as far as a guard. These are great cameras. You can see that we can see past the hog line on most of the views. Helps having a 23-foot ceiling, so your cameras are very far up. And sheet C, there's a red rock in the house, and we're going to take that out. And Heidi Fallon with a nice takeout. Jonathan going to throw a corner guard. It's
lots of thinking on sheet B.
Lots of thinking on sheet B. Nate is still not sure what she wants to do. Take a quick look at sheet A. Mark. Sorry about that. Mark did make his takeout. Sits 2. So Dave Bico with his last is going to remove shot rock that's in the 4-foot. Try to sit there, maybe roll a little bit to the outside or up the screen as you're looking at it to make take out of that rock harder. Sheet B, I think they've decided on the tap based on where the broom is. And rock on the wave over on sheet A. And we got the takeout occurring. And it's going to sit right there. So Mark's going to have an open hit for 2. Obviously has to stay. Sheet B. Oops.
Light. Don't know if it's going to have enough. And it's
Rock coming into view. It's going to be close. It's going to overcurl, I think, and hit the guard. Yes, indeed. So Michael Parker sitting 2 with his last rock upcoming. And not sure what the discussion is out there right now.
he's going to bump his front right up, and I think he'll be counting 3.
I believe he's throwing the draw. So we'll let you know what happens there. Let's cut back to
Sagan's shot.
and Mark
outside.
Zakin with his
I
takeout.
don't know if he's going to get enough of it.
Mark Zakin with his takeout is going to just touch it, and it's very close on who's shot now. It's definitely not 2,
Yeah, can't tell.
and don't know.
And you can't really trust the cameras.
On sheet B, here's Michael Parker with a draw to get 3. Sweepers are on and off. Line's good.
Always a good sign.
Just needs to stop.
Oh, a little bit. Sweeping hot.
Looks a little warm.
Yep, I think she can sweep it out.
Gonna go right to the back 12
Yep, it's out.
and
Count
out
it.
the back. So it's only 2, so that makes the score on sheet B 4-2 for Michael Parker. And as we cut back to the scoreboard end here, sheet C, there's 1 yellow rock in the house for Sean. He's just making a takeout on a corner guard that was up there and is actually going to roll over and guard his shot rock.
So Zakin got 1.
And Zakin did get 1 since they threw the first rock, so it's 5-1 now on sheet A. Team Quan with Ed subbing. It's skipping, throwing bice rocks, but skipping. So Jonathan Gibbons trying to throw a draw here behind that yellow rock.
It's 3-2 in Canada.
See, that guard's pretty far out, and the yellow is just almost fully into the 8 foot.
Fast.
Trying to throw the draw back there, trying to get it behind cover a little bit. But again, just a little heavy, and out the back it goes.
Three-two.
3-2 for Gushu up in Canada. Virtual sheet D. And Gushu has the hammer. It's the 4th end, I believe, up there. They play slower than we do. But they have TV commercials to deal with, so. Sheet C, Sean Main's going to split the house, try to force Gibbons to finally take 1. Craig Doucette on the draw. Again, it looks a little warm. Sweeper's not too interested in it. Casually walking beside it as it goes through the house.
And through the legs of Gibbons' legs.
I believe Jonathan's going to try that draw again. It's not a bad spot. You can get 1 or 2 in there and get right back in this game. Need to make this draw, though.
A little wide on the broom, but let's see how much it curls.
I think the weight's better. Sweepers are on it now.
It's looking good.
And it's going to be pretty good. It is going to be shot. It's still open pretty much. It's, edge on edge. You can just see the whole rock. So that visual's in there. You got that guard. It's not in the way if you throw it well, but it looks like it could be in the way. So you have to really concentrate on hitting the broom.
He's good.
Craig Doucette underway here and looks pretty good.
He's got it. Gonna nose it.
And a little roll into the middle. Leave that open. Might be easier now to.
It does?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know. I just sat down here. I was watching from there, which is
Make a little hit and roll toward the outside. You got that catcher there, so half a rock, 3/4 of a rock on the low side, the non-broom side of the rock he's trying to hit, and it's going to roll right over there on top of the other yellow.
Yeah, it
And
is curling a lot. They may do a double here.
he's going to not get the double.
Nope.
Too thin. Need to hit that shot rock thicker.
Yeah.
Did move the yellow one out a little bit further, so it's now open, but not really.
They knew
the
it was
result that
narrow
was
on the
intended.
race. Couldn't hold it.
Sheet B, we got a draw going deep again. Back 12. Sheet A. It looks like there's 2 red rocks in the house. Mark's trying to get a draw around those guards.
Yeah, he's just not going to be buried.
Not going to be.
It's wide
It's
open.
going to be open. Not sure who's shot. There's a yellow rock in the back of the house. I can't really see.
I think the front yellow one is shot. Sheet B, they just threw it through.
Sean trying to draw to split the house is not going to get there. I don't think. Well, maybe it will. No, it's going to be a guard. Is Jonathan another choice? You can draw around that center guard now.
Nada's putting a guard up, looks like. Or he's just going to go for the berry. No, there it comes. It's going to be a guard. A nice one. And don't go too deep.
Nice draw on sheet B by Jane Beatty.
Actually, draw it in. Yeah.
I believe they're sitting 2 at this point. Yes, Nada's sitting 2. Down 2, even though nobody's hung the score up from the 4th end. Oops. Jonathan is going to draw around the center. Again, it looks a little warm. Jonathan throws his arms up in
field goal.
In disgust at himself, as he just threw that one to the hack. I'm going to take a walk over and see what I can see on sheet A, since we don't have a camera available. Where our largest number of spectators are over here on sheet A, all 2 of them. And Rick he's up in the nosebleed seats, almost in the kitchen. And I believe yellow is shot in the back. And hard to tell who is second shot. There's a yellow rock behind the red rock in the top 12 that might be second, or the red one might be second. But yellow is definitely shot in the back. Ellie Bockley with a draw. And a couple of guards there.
He wants it top 12, maybe.
Looks a little high and wide.
That's floating. That's not coming in.
It's coming in pretty nice, but it's going to be heavy.
That's why it's not coming.
And it's going to go all the way to the back yellow.
And take it out.
And might actually bump it out. So now it's very unclear who is shot. I think it's still yellow in the back. Heads up 4, so he's probably just going to be eliminating yellow rocks. Got to have the entire house to draw to, pretty much. I don't think your headset's turned on.
I think it is.
Okay. But we can't hear each other.
No, you're right. You can't hear between them.
Jonathan Gibbons very, very upset. I think he just blew another draw through the house. Another broom smash. So now it's a steal of 2, so it's now 5-0. for Sean Main.
Oh.
Don't be breaking the wall. Boards I could fix.
Sheetrock is more work.
Ed did make his takeout over on sheet A and looks to be sitting shot rock in the back of the house. Mark's going to hit that with his first skip rock. A quick look at what's going on in B.
Who's subbing on Jonathan's team?
Brian Tully, I think.
Okay.
On the right there?
Yep.
Yes, it is. So Nate is sitting 2 on sheet B. Attempted double goes awry. So Nate is still shot behind in the back 12. And she does have hammer. So it's going to try to draw around those guards. They're on the left side of the center line, bottom of the screen as you're looking. Sheet C, I got a red rock in the house, but I don't think that it's going to be there for long as Heidi throws a takeout. Over on sheet A, Mark did make his hit. And based on this camera view, there's only 1 yellow. So Dave Mykowski, I think if he makes this, could be sitting 3 red. And he's certainly going to get it out. Lose the shooter. I think he's still sitting 2. I think both those red rocks are more in the 12-foot than either of the yellows. So that Mark's going to throw a draw, I think, here with his last over on sheet A. Sheet B, Nita was heavy on a draw, I think. And Michael Parker has that open hit. On the yellow shot rock, you sit 3 without the hammer. And over on sheet A, Mark is trying to throw the draw around the guards to try to sit 1. Again, it looks pretty heavy. Definitely going back 12 somewhere.
Gonna go sit on the
But
back
might
one.
jam and sit for shot. And I think it is, so Baiko with his last, you just got to take that out to get 2. It sits there, he gets 3. I'll hack the board weight shot. And sheet B, Michael did make the takeout on the yellow rock that was shot, so Nada has a draw for 1. Draw for 1, needs to 8 foot. Dave Bykowski is trying to tap back that yellow at the back of the house there on sheet A for 3.
I think she's light.
And his draw looks really light.
Yep.
It's going to hog it. So it's steal 2 on sheet B. And 8 bike goes, tap back is underway, and sweepers are on it hard. Line looks good. Line looks fine.
Got it.
Gonna tap it out. Nice hack weight shot. Sits 3, I believe. So that is the case. It is now 8-1 over there on sheet A after 5.
And 6-2 on sheet B.
Cut to the
And 5-0.
chase. Six to 1 on sheet B. Is that what I'm saying?
Or 6-2. As
No, they're playing
yeah,
with 6.
6-2.
So. Oh, it is 6-2.
Yep.
Michael Parker up 6-2 on sheet B, and
Looks like the 9 o'clock draw will start on time.
yes, indeed. Tried
Should've
to
let
make
that tap.
the draw. Just missed the guard. Goes through the house here on sheet A. Jonathan Gibbons is not having a good night. But Skinny Larry brought him a beer, so maybe that'll help him. What a nice guy. Skinny Larry bringing a little beverage to the skip out there, not having a great time tonight, so always a good thing.
A little
Table service here.
personal health care. Sean's just taking it out.
I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Mr. Craig Steffen here. I'm going to go watch Virtual Sheet D in Ottawa for a bit, see what's going on over there. I'll be back for the 9 o'clock game, probably with Craig Doucette.
Not too much excitement left here tonight, but you never know. Sheet B could still turn into a game. Sheet C, Gibbons just drew in underneath the guard. Sean's actually looking to just clean the mess up. He's got a 5-0 lead, so he can afford to just clean out his own guards. Oh, and he gets the run back double. Or run back takeout. Nicely done. Gibbons trying to put his stone back, but he's over curling and it's going to crash on the guards. He may... Oh no, it's just going to crash. So Sean has 3 guards out front. He doesn't even really want them, but he can promote one of his in and put the pressure on. Michael Parker going for the double on sheet B. Oh, and it flashed. Looks like Sean is just go over on sheet C. He's just going to draw underneath his own guards, get one in the house counting behind cover. All three games pretty much in cruise control for three teams. Ed Simia subbing for Quan, up 8-1 on sheet A. Nada is up 6-2 on sheet B. And on sheet C, Sean is up 5-0. Ends up with a biter in the back of the house, but well guarded. Actually gives John something to come down and hide. He's got lots of guards to hide before. He can tuck one right in underneath the guards and actually have a chance of getting two.
I'll try. I am, but I can talk about it at any point, so really, I guess it just depends on Aaron. Yeah.
Gibbons' draw is on the way. It looks a little light. They're sweeping it hard. I don't know if they're going to make it. Skip goes out to try to help pull it in. Or the vice. Oh, yeah, they're going to make a counter out of it. Whether it'll be counting or not, it's close. Yes, it is. But it's wide open, and Sean will not have to think very long, and will take it out. Sheet B looks like the more interesting sheet right now. 3 yellows counting. This could be a possible comeback on sheet C. A few stones still to go. Oh, what a flash. So we have a chance of 4 stones in play for yellow. Looks like Nada's going for the split. I think I said Nada was winning before. It's actually Michael Parker who's winning.
I think that's the general feeling. We need a dictator to tell us what they want.
I have no idea where these things are supposed to go, and I don't see anything appropriate.
Nada Stone is on the way. They're sweeping hard. They're trying to split the front yellow. Be counting 4. Going to be close. Whether they get any contact, it'll still hang around in the back, though. That's just fine. That may have been actually the called shot. They may have just going for the draw. Nada's counting 4 right now. No red stones even in play. So dangerous situation for Parker. Parker's going to just kind of try to come down in the house and bump back the yellow and be counting. He may be trying to in-off double to get rid of 2 yellow stones.
Oh! Oh! Are you kidding me? They'll show it again.
It's bullshit. It's not even curl. I don't know what the hell it is. You just want to go home.
There's excitement in the warm room because the Canadians just made a beautiful shot. Don't know how it affected the score, but it was a run back double.
A 15-foot run back pick. I mean, I don't know. It might have been 10. Was it that? Yeah, exactly where it was. It's only 10.
Okay, over on
You know, those were easy. Significantly easy.
on sheet B. Michael did get rid of one of the yellow stones, and he'd kind of behind the guard, but it's Nada's sitting 2 right now. Looks like Nada's going to. I'm not for sure. He's going to draw one in, probably top 4. Over on sheet C, Sean scored again. Not for sure how many. My guess is after this end, they will be shaking. And over on sheet A, the 6th in. It's Mark's getting ready to throw his first stone. Let's see here. Near A. So Mark is throwing against one red stone in the house, probably going to try to hit it out and roll underneath the high red guard. Okay. And Nada did get one right on the button. So Nada's now sitting 3. It's Michael Parker's shot. He does have a double, although it looks like he's playing he's trying to do the run back double instead of the in-off double, which makes sense. It's an easier shot. So he wants to keep Nada from getting no more than 2 here if he executes the double properly. And here comes the shot. Sweepers are on it hard. Looks like they're going to nose it. And he missed. Okay, came across the nose just a tiny bit too much. Nada will have an open shot to score 3. Open take to score 3. And we'll have a game on sheet B.
Well, yeah, it's not in this area. Yeah, I agree. And that's because he's governor.
Our governor. Not your governor.
I didn't vote for him. I didn't vote for him.
God.
But you know. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to do the same thing as every other guy in the He's going to tax the shit out of us. And he's going to Florida. Just like Jody Rell, just like Weicker,
Okay.
the Bahamas, I mean, you. Son of a bitch.
Nada's shot is on the way. The sweepers are off of it. They think it's up. Now they're on it a little bit now, but they're probably just holding the line. And indeed, Nada gets 3. So sheet B is tightened up quite a bit. It is now 6-5 after 6. So that game will likely go the full 8. There is a time limit on the earlier games. They need to be starting the 7th in by 25 minutes before the hour. And they are easily underway. Sagan throwing the hammer over on A. Let's do near A. Quick play. So Zakin has, now the best he can do is hit this and stick and get his 1. Sweepers are trotting down the ice with the brooms up, so he's either on it or he's already missed. He's got it. So Zakin gets 1. Nice shot.
Oh, okay.
Back on sheet C.
New gear.
Gibbons just got the takeout, cleared up the front. Sean is going to clean up the mess, or it's not too much of a mess. It's one straggler way out on the wings. Sean has got a very comfortable lead. He's just cleaning out red stones. And sheet A has packed it in. Ed Simia skipping for Robert Kwan gets the win.
Yeah,
Mark Zakin with the loss.
Better start at 9:30, I think. Maybe we can get out of here today. Yeah. I like some of the tomorrows. We had a couple good tomorrows last week.
All right. Gibbons is looking at the likely, he's got a double, but he's quite a ways behind, so he may decide to pile things in the house. Yeah, he's going to come down and sit on those two. The normal play would be the run back double, or just a straight double. But because he's behind by so much, he's got to try to get stones, protected stones in the house, and one way to do that is to freeze on the front yellow.
I tried it.
That's what he's doing.
I did not improve. I took a big step back and stayed there. And I felt like if I was improving, I would stay there. But I was wobbly and
Yeah.
Hello, Ed.
Hello.
The loyal opposition for my team, Jack Miller's team at 9:15. Nice win, Ed.
Thank you. Well, that was a
You
substitute.
subbing, yes. Well, we had 3 blowouts, but Nada's mounting a comeback.
Nada had a good 6.
Yep. She had a chance at 4. The final shot was for 3. Sean's just throwing a quick take it, get rid of the red stone, and keep the pressure on. Parker's a little nervous. Let's go back to sheet B, far B. Nada puts one in the house and may end up counting and frozen. Yes, very nice shot. A counting stone, and it's hard to get rid of. Warm room is getting a little noisier as the late draw comes in.
Breaking late pretty hard back to center. So get some real good curl there.
Not necessarily the late throw that much earlier.
I think it's earlier. Yeah. Red 2 might be slower. It's easy for me to remember because it's and it seems like everybody, it doesn't matter whether it's Danielle, Kelly, whether it's me, I think it's all coming slow.
I'm sure it does.
You can put that in your book.
So maybe the ones that I have to look at that. I'm building a spreadsheet.
And then they'll be totally
Early release and
Everyone else will figure it out
the other
over
side.
again. Yeah.
how much of
So Nada's putting up a guard on her stone.
I haven't heard
started
it.
saying 8-8.
Actually, yep.
And I know what you've said, but
Coming in, the sweepers are on it, trying to pull it over.
Well, you might have heard
You don't
rumors.
even send me the emails.
They need a little more curl to make a good guard.
It's like, well,
It's going to come into the top 8 foot.
who knows right now?
Yeah, it only takes 2 people.
So, yeah. But it's like I've got that whole week off.
Michael can either counter to take that out, or he can come down and angle freeze on the back yellow. Looks like he's going for the straight take.
that way you can look it up and get specifications and see if it's something.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Next Tuesday? Yeah.
All right, Michael's sweepers are on it hard early. Now they're just brushing. They're just finishing it. Incoming. Definitely going to get take for one. Oh, and they get all right. Well, they actually ran their own stone out. So that probably wasn't the best thing to do because yellow is still counting one, and Nada very quickly decides to put the guard up. Going for the steal. Jack Miller has some new gadget in his hand. I don't know what the gadget is. What's it for? Oh, laser light. Okay. He has a new laser light for sighting the rocks while you're practicing to see whether you come out on the broom or not. Okay, let's go over to sheet C here. Sheet C far. Bring that up. And we have Jonathan Gibbons is sitting just behind the house, and Sean is going to try to chip that out and be sitting 3. And more likely he'll be sitting 2, and he's just going to peel it out. Tries for he runs it straight back, he'll jam on his own stones. And the shot's away. Sweepers are on it early and hard. He must be narrow. Oh yeah, he's gonna looks like he's gonna get the jam. Oh no, I can't tell for sure. Yep, a jam. All right, but he hit it solid enough that he's actually counting now. He is wide open. So this is Jonathan's second stone. Good.
We practiced on him this morning. I didn't notice anything.
No, it's better.
See the curling ball, he tore the wall away from
Yeah, oh yeah, that's fine.
Well, we didn't have many curling balls.
All right, over on sheet B, Nada just threw another guard out in front. It over curled a little bit, so Parker can come in and go for the double. That's a crucial shot here in this end and in this game. If he misses this, they could be in trouble, but it looks like they're on it. Hello. Well, a lot of stones moved. He did get rid of one of the yellow stones, and actually Parker is counting 2. Well, they might think that they're counting. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the cameras coming straight down. They're not actually straight down, and you can't really tell which stone is closest. It's a little parallax problem.
We were in trouble in the first 3 games. We had trouble in every game. I let him off the hook and they won. We had equal trouble in the next day.
So Nada's calling for she's going to put the guard up. She must be confident that she's counting, and it looks like she is. The yellow looks to be slightly closer to the center. Again, she's trying to guard this and force Sean to just go, Parker to go for the draw for 1 and hope to get the miss. Okay, Sean Main with his second skip stone over on C. He's on his way. And Sean is currently counting 1, so I presume he's just guarding. He may actually be drawing 1 right in. He's got a big lead, so he can afford to just dump 1 in the house. He's a little bit hot. He's going to take the back red out.
Mike they live up near Hartford.
Oh, okay.
Mike had a baby and kind of stopped playing.
Far B right there. Let's go back over to Nada and Parker. Parker's doing a bit of thinking. Probably thinking that he can get the double. Nada's guard was pretty good, maybe a little deep, because it makes the double easier. Hey, Jack, you ready?
We practiced on A this morning. Didn't really notice anything noteworthy.
Okay.
Mark said depends on what weight you throw.
So Parker's takeout's on the way. They're sweeping it, but not hard. They think, oh, it's going to get the peel. Oh no, he got it. He got it. Yeah. Nice shot. So Nada now is in a little bit of trouble.
So if you throw a hack weight hit, it will float for a long time, but when it slows down, it will move a lot.
So Nada's in a little bit of trouble now because that was a nice double by Parker, so she's got to try to keep him from scoring big. Probably going to come down and freeze on the shot rock, and that could still, it certainly could keep him to one, and we'll have a game. Oh, Gibbons gets a nice takeout, but unfortunately, after everything stopped moving, there were still Yellowstones in the house, and Gibbons is shaking on sheet C. So Sean Main takes the win on sheet C. And there they are, cleaning up the rocks. Back on sheet B, Nada's attempted freeze is on its way. The sweepers are on it hard. It looks like it might be a little light. Yeah, this is trouble. And now it's heading for the guard. Oh boy. Oh. And you can hear the warm room's opinion of the shot. It came up light, and they are shaking. So Michael Parker picks up 4 in the 7th inning, takes a 10-5 lead, and they are shaking. So all 3 games are a wrap, and that is it for the early session Tuesday night Nutmeg Competitive League Curling.
What's up, E-Rock? 20 to 1.
you go. Okay.
Push it until there's green light.
Testing.
Yep.
Am I supposed to hear myself?
Nope. You should hear me though. Can you hear me?
No.
Okay. Well, I think it's working. The meters are going.
Testing. Testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're going.
Okay. I don't hear you though.
Yeah.
Maybe I need some volume. Try it again.
No, I mean.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be able to hear
I hear some beeping.
So, believe me, it is nowhere near but at least we're doing something.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
We're getting a lot of ambient noise from the woman.
I don't think it's working.
We're on.
It's a little bit, but they do have.
It's odd that I can't hear you though, but we'll go with this. Okay, so we are now broadcasting the 9 p.m. draw for Tuesday night competitive curling. Let's switch to the warm room view to see who we got going on here. We've got on sheet A, Simia versus Miller. Sheet B is Hope versus Allward. And sheet C right in front of us is Muldowney versus Russo. And sheet C is started. Guard in play. I think you're fine. Here we go. Do we have any?
It has some teams on there.
Do we have any live chatters out there? Who we got? Anyone?
But our name will be on there.
I can't tell.
Yeah. I don't know when. Oh, she's in the
Okay. If someone's watching online, can you tell us if you can hear Liz and I?
Hello?
Liz, say hi to your fans.
Oh, all my fans out there. Do we have anybody watching us? Can we see?
Yeah, they should.
I see Elf Winter on there.
Alf is playing now, so that is earlier. That is not current.
Okay.
I am not sure if we have anyone viewing at this time. Let's see. Yes, we have 5 people watching, but that could be us.
They can't hear us. Uh-huh.
So can you tell them how many people are watching? 5.
I hear you now. Oh no, that was
how many people are watching?
How do we tell if these are on? Can't hear anything.
You can't hear each other. Oh. Okay, we didn't. Okay, so here we go back to the scoreboard view.
Come on, and you're still working.
Yeah, so it's working. Yeah, so if I say something now, you can see the voices going up.
Okay.
So it's working.
All right.
Okay.
Because he went on the YouTube channel.
I heard it.
Oh, you could.
Yeah. Okay. I know. So we're gonna let these games shake out here before we decide which one we'll focus on. Let's focus on the good ones.
Okay.
So you can watch sheet D. We can watch sheet D, which is over there, which is the bar. That's a great name for our bar, sheet D.
Oh, sheet D is our virtual sheets up in Ottawa.
Who would watch the Roar of the Rings when we got 3 sheets of competitive curling going on right now?
I'm still with naming the bar sheet D.
I like naming the bar sheet D. We're going to vote on that in January.
Well, we went to the bathroom. LSU game. Okay. I knew it was some. Oh man. Oh. We had a party for that. The Iron Bowl. They didn't play the game, but we got into it. And they're gonna play Clemson, which is a rematch of last year's championship.
Oh my God, John.
So have you seen the things around? Oh, they did?
Really? So that's the program.
Midgets?
Yeah.
Anyway,
There's your random broadcast back to the night right there.
Inappropriate.
Just playing with the cameras here a little bit, because why not?
Liz is playing with the cameras.
Playing
Doing
with
an
cameras.
excellent job.
Yeah.
So this is the cube. That's the live. Use the cube zoom whenever possible because it's awesome. Right? Sorry, I think I'm the only one who likes the cube zoom.
That's cool.
So we got a live look in on sheet C here, the far house in N1.
Put a little oil on it.
Yellow now sitting 2.
You mean red?
What?
You mean red now sitting 2?
I said red.
You said yellow.
Can't prove it. It's not like we're recording this.
No, that's true. Well, I don't know. Isn't
We
it
are
out there on
recording
YouTube forever?
Yeah, it'll stay on YouTube forever.
Ooh.
All right, Pam Moan, drawn in. They're sweeping. Oh, it's a hit.
It's a miss. It's a field goal. That's what it is.
So it'll take port 2.
Did roasting change the shape of it?
How was your, Good. Yeah, better? Yeah. Yeah. No, you can do it. I don't care. No, I'm going to sit.
Really a different shape.
Got red asking for a guard.
Yeah, decided to go be sociable with his team that he just played with, so I'm going to jump in here. I need to play my refreshment beverage, though. It's over by
We used the same stuff. I just
Looks like that guard's gonna come in
that'll be like
at the top of the house. Oh, actually, it's a button shot. Probably a little farther than what he wanted. Too far apart for a double, though. Next up, we have Morakaki.
Maybe.
Third, playing Vice for Team Yellow.
Maybe, so that's...
And Diane Muldowney is asking for a hit.
Yeah, that's some kind of setting.
Here it comes, and it's gonna hit the back one at least, so.
I do half an ear, and then at least I can hear when you're talking.
Oh. So do you guys jump sheets? And this is my first time sitting here.
So we'll you click on where's my glasses. I'll see what I'm doing.
There you go.
Well, technical issue there. I need my glasses. This is my favorite. The scoreboard view, first end. So if you want to go to a particular, like if you want to go to bar B, just click on quick play.
Okay.
And then you can fly rotate. Your favorite effect?
I saw the cube zoom earlier. Woo! Sheet C. Sebastian just swept a rock by.
Moira's a bit under the weather still. Not feeling well out there,
but her hair looks awesome. So
her hair always looks awesome.
Literally the same rocks that I threw last week, and I was hogging.
It's got the purple.
That woman always has the best hair going on.
Still got the purple streaks going in the end there.
I actually wondered
Oh, Giuseppe's here. Excellent. I haven't seen him in a while. He's usually off in Bermuda now.
Yes.
How is it that he even keeps a spot on Tuesdays when he lives in Bermuda?
He's not been down there as much, so he's in here occasionally. We're going to cut the sheet.
He must be on a team of 5.
Giuseppe's got one right on the button without the hammer. Completely buried. Just throwing one out there, kind of blocking the path. You can get it to top 12. That's a pretty good spot. It's going to be pretty good. Not too deep, boys. That's a pretty good spot. So Giuseppe's sitting 3 there on sheet C.
Beautiful.
Nice shot.
It's actually pretty well guarded too.
And it did get around the corner there. And sheet B, we got 3 yellow rocks in the house for
somebody who's bald.
I'm going to take my glasses off to see. Alan, all we're playing red rocks. Looking at 3 yellow rocks in the house for Mike Hope.
Boy, that's not a very flattering view of the hairline.
Maybe we'll cut back to the wide view then.
All right, so Moore is looking for a hit and roll on that outside red. Let's see if Diane Muldowney can pull it off. Oh, we got a nice double here on sheet B. I think that was who threw that one?
That was Alan Allward, threw a nice double over there on B.
I can't tell who that
still
is.
sitting 2 yellow though, I believe.
Oh, here comes Diane's rock, and it's narrow, but she's promoted her yellow and just touched the rock on the outside. Put it into better view to hit it next time.
And we do well at 2 roads.
So are you all playing in it?
So she made that promote there and pushed that yellow one into the 4-foot.
They just don't do enough.
Well, it went kind of went right through, but it did tap the red out a little further.
They'll have a $2,000 night in sales, but that
is
means
that
I'll
it?
have a $300 night on the truck, and I'll be there for like 5 hours.
It looked like it went through. I guess I didn't realize that it rested right there.
It stopped right there in the 4-foot.
Must have hit the other one too.
Over on sheet A, we have Team Scamilla, the real Team Scamilla, and Ed was subbing earlier for Robert Kwan. He's out there now.
So he knows all about sheet A. He was actually subbing with his vice.
Yes,
so,
he was. And playing Jack Miller in the Jack Miller band. Looks like Ed is sitting 2 over there. And our camera at the far end of sheet A is not quite functional. But as the coach of Team Scamilla, we're heading to club playdowns next week up in TCC and take a wander over there once in a while to watch that game.
Where's that?
The Country Club in Brookline, Massachusetts.
Oh.
I just come even if I'm off.
Not too far. Nice.
Or if you say it like they do, the Country Club.
The Country Club.
Trish hurt herself. And I was here, so I just came in and
So Giuseppe with his last trying to make a little hit and roll off his own or a tap.
And it didn't work.
Taps it too far. So Diane's still sitting 1. It's going to be tough to get 2. There's a lot of rocks up there in front, and she could hit and roll off that red one that's at the top of the screen there to the right-hand side of the center line as we're looking out the windows.
Yep, that looks like the plan.
I'll get her 2. She's got 1 for sure right now.
This year, I can't decide if I'm going to bring it up.
That gets people's attention.
18 might sort of push it a bit in terms of light times, but
And on sheet A, it looks like Simia is going to draw to the button.
For 3 here. Last rock?
No, not the last rock. He's
I believe it is the last rock.
No, there's
Oh, no,
a
there's
red
one.
after that.
It's hiding behind Ed.
Yeah, last rock is hiding behind Ed. So Ed's just got to get a nice guarded rock here that they can't get behind. It looks a little light to me. Maybe he's
Eric
just
and
guarding
Skinny
his.
Larry are pounding it. They
He's
got
just
it over.
guarding his front rock.
It's
Seems like they other team could probably just draw into the
somewhat
red.
of a guard. Jack's got the entire 8-foot to draw to, so.
Oh, I missed the result on sheet C, but we'll see it soon enough.
Sheet B, we got Mike Pope sitting 2. He's got a draw for 3 here.
This is fun. Where was it where we could see who's watching us?
I'm sure they do.
I don't know.
They wear like 5
ties.
Have to ask.
Last night I was last year I pebbled in it with a tie, an apron,
There we go.
and then the ice jacket.
5 people watching. Bobby Stoll's out there. Hi, Bobby.
Oh yeah.
Did you get enough
Hi,
sleep
Bobby.
in? Hopefully.
Congratulations, Bobby, on your win in Arizona.
Yes, in Phoenix. USWCA National Senior Women's. Bobby and Nada and Jane.
Karen.
Sharon? I don't know.
Definitely Karen. Bobby, if you can hear us, type out who your team was. I think she's not watching anymore.
So we want to swap to this view. So for scores, we have Sheet C, Diana's up 1-0 after the first end, and Sheet B, Mike did make his draw, so he's up 3-0 after first end, and Ed deals 2 on the first end, so he's up 2-0.
Can't see the score on sheet A. Do you know what the outcome of that was? I guess we'll see pretty soon. Oh, there it is. It's 2. It's just blocking it.
$50 in cash, and I'm looking for my Webster bank bag, right? Like at bank TV or whatever. So I'm looking for my bag and I can't find it. But I'm like, oh, it's in my car. I see it on the floor, so I go.
Yeah, if you're watching out there, we're still working on the headphone setup, and we can't actually hear each other through the headphones.
That have been sitting on the floor of my car in a bank bag.
So we're not sure sometimes what the other person is saying.
Entirely, like, apparently blacked out and forgot about entirely.
Now remind me, what's this fella's name here in the green?
That is Dave Esposito.
I know he didn't lock the door every single time. I never locked the door in my car.
Giuseppe makes a nice hit and roll there. It sits 2.
Alfonzolo making sure it gets over the line. All right, good sweeping, guys. Sheet B with a whole bunch of gaggle of guards. Diane seems to have given up on this rock already. Oh, it's going through.
Usually I'm just at home with Julie and her kids.
Anyways, how old?
12, 8, and 5.
And another teammate is also getting this PhD in like engineering or something. They're just like is doing.
Those PhDs are pretty nerds. Yeah,
I told you guys, and it's going to be me.
Those
So,
kids are only there half
right here, I'm
Emily's work.
That's a whole computer.
I am a
You're just reframing the responsible for all the broadcasting.
Yeah, well.
For sake, you want to get your master's degree, you have to get your PhD.
No, really, the only reason I curl 1 night a week is because my girlfriend hates it and gives me a hard time about it, literally.
Jack going for that double? Not quite.
Now, is it staying there?
Kelly actually put together these
I was going to say, is that like a custom computer?
Diane's going for the shot rock right now. And it looks like it's going to come up short, but she might get a promotion.
All I need is like a...
Not enough weight.
And like
Not quite.
a little kiss or something goodbye. And like, that's all. You don't have to be like...
Diane not in a great situation here.
Just to have fun. Have fun, kiss, bye. That's it. That's all I ask. But I got
people and take them out of the lab. People have a curling.
But I'm going curling, so I'll see you later. Thanks for the guilt trip.
She stopped that. Mine stopped that. She was like, alright, good luck.
That's fine. Reluctant good luck, that's okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Skinny Larry over in Sheet Anderson, nice takeout. Outside rock on the
Well played.
outside 12.
It's like, I just want to guilt you. I just want that.
It's tactical now, you know? It's like,
I'll leave this in your capable hands. I'm going to go watch Sheet A for a bit.
Okay.
You bought me for Christmas. It's her fault.
Here's a couple things. First of all, they're not my kids. So if I wanted to curl 219,
Very nice draw on Sheet B
we don't have the money. But it's almost worse than
by Brian. Brian Gletzel.
How am I supposed to get so much time together without the girls? And like, you've been curling one night a week.
Meanwhile on C, Morakaki.
I'll give up the 1 night a week.
Again missing that rock, but may get a tap in. No. Actually worse. Seeing a lot of red in this house.
In there for about 8 2-rows.
I was gonna say, did you want to do something about the challenge? Yeah.
And sign up for the club challenge if you haven't.
There you go. Good job.
Yes, everybody should sign up for the club challenge if you haven't. Announces Craig Doucette in the worm room.
Didn't mean to overshadow the club challenge, but...
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see now. Let's see.
Liz already likes the cubes, ladies and gentlemen.
It's looking like Diane's getting herself into some trouble here now because
Joe going for the peel here?
What time you coming home? You don't come home until later.
The run back? Trying to send it through?
oh, hopefully.
That's
Certainly wouldn't want it to hang around. Oh, tapped it to shot rock, but it is wide open.
But it's like, even if I did get it, it's like,
If Diane can just guard this, then she'll have turned her situation around.
All right, over on sheet B, we've got...
Is that going to be enough broom?
We've got Bob
Guard the yellow.
Baroni throwing vice rocks for Alec, and
it's one of them is photography. Right?
they are currently sitting...
She's actually,
what do you think? Oh, it looks like second rock's a
she's now done some photo shoots.
close one, but definitely
that
sitting...
I'm not sure if you can
Hope
tell
is
from this
sitting
view.
one.
I think it would be
Bob's
yellow.
trying to draw in, I guess.
But she's
Or double tap.
Oh,
The double tap.
going through. Or not.
Double tap stays there for second shot.
Sure does.
All right.
tell her that her work.
Up at the Hartford Curling Club, we call that the Hartford double tap.
Have her own show.
The Hartford double tap, really.
Is it appropriate? But
So I noticed earlier this week at work because it's such a small world. Getting a Skype from somebody mentioning that they were curling with you over in Simsbury, is it?
Yeah, York. The York family.
The York family.
All of them showed up. It was a blast. They had a great time, and no one got hurt.
Well, that's good.
These are our priorities, especially on arena ice.
Yep.
No one got hurt.
So that's where the Hartford Curling Club is heading nowadays, is Simsbury?
This month?
This month?
We've struggled to find a home. We've run into tough ice times, tough ice prices, and tough ice. So
I'll tell you,
for those of you out there wondering, the best ice we've seen out of the 3 places we've gone was Veterans Memorial in West Hartford. Humidity was really good in there, and the ice was pretty conducive to curling. So,
oh, great!
If you can get the Zamboni driver to do a nice dry cut on a horizontal pass at pretty good conditions.
Nice. I go over there ice dancing once in a while. They have a nice adult group that ice dances on Friday morning.
West Hartford?
Yeah.
Do you go to the Simsbury because they got the international size rink there?
I have never skated in Simsbury.
It's former training home of Oksana Bayou.
I know. It's just a little too far off the beaten path for me.
That's the other problem with it, Trying to find a home closer to Hartford that's 30 minutes from Hartford doesn't really...
Yeah, Newington would be ideal.
Newington, we curled there for a while.
But I'll bet you they're very, very popular, so their ice time must be hard to get.
Their ice time was tough, yeah.
And
the prices were tough. I mean, during the winter, it's $400 an hour.
Oh, that is tough. The other one I hear people talk about is Cromwell.
What?
Cromwell?
Yes, same owner as Simsbury, actually. Former Hartford Whaler Bob Crawford. Simsbury, Bolton, and Cromwell.
Yeah, and then I guess that's it for around Hartford, right?
Trinity College is not easy schedule-wise. They closed Kingswood Oxford. That's actually one of the places we tried. They closed Kingswood Oxford. Yeah, Veterans so far has been the best partners and the best ice we've had. All right, Mike Hope with his first rock. They don't have hammer coming down cheap me.
Maybe like every other time you're like,
and we have a
look at that.
Well, he's sitting 2 for sure, and that might have moved it up for a third shot too, but
it's tough to tell. And there he comes. Is that the last rock? No, one more coming.
So this is Giuseppe must have hammer here.
When do I have time to go do what I want to play?
Let's see.
We're never together. I'm like
here's Giuseppe's last rock coming in. Oh, well, and it looks like he didn't quite make it. Oh, they had such a good house set up there, and
well, it's still pretty good. This is Diane's last rock. I think.
Diane has hammer. No. Okay, got you. There's 2 more racks.
Gonna have to do another drop here.
Yep, still looking pretty good. But all she's got to do is guard that yellow one well, and I guess he still has some ways to get to it.
I love playing golf. It's not worth the money I'm paying to only do Tuesdays. And I'm not going to get,
So a group mate of mine did mention last week to our boss that he'd like to do a team building exercise for work at a curling event, and whenever this comes up I think, but Bridgeport's just too far away from Windsor.
Yeah.
Now I know you guys are up in Simsbury and West Hartford. That could work.
Yeah, I mean, corporate events, from what I've been told from other arena clubs,
corporate events are really where they are actually able to make money.
Unfortunately, I don't think anybody's going to be making money off of GE very soon. Probably not them or ESPN, from what I hear.
Well, we're certainly not asking for it. I'll tell you that much.
I saw in the news they had some cuts last week.
There were.
We had some pretty major cuts.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
See, my girlfriend's hobby, she loves Halloween.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's great that you got the names up there. How'd you get that?
But I can't figure out how to get it there.
Oh. How'd you do that?
Be transparent, but I don't know why it's not.
Huh.
I'm not like a graphic.
Okay, well, we won't worry about it then. It is on sheet C, in case you're wondering the score. It is 1-0 Muldowney after 1 with Giuseppe's last rock with hammer here.
He's got a potential here for getting a lot of rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he can pop out Muldowney's rock, which she failed to guard. This is a great position for Giuseppe to be in.
I forget what we did last year. This year,
I assume, well,
we're gonna wrap
he just needs to hit and roll to the inside.
Red.
hot water heater.
I gotta wonder why he wouldn't come the other way and poke it through. Maybe he just likes his turn right now?
That doesn't make any sense to me. I guess he's gonna do a tap here, right?
No, I mean, he's got room to just come around and tap that.
He sure does.
Yellow.
This is a confusing call.
I don't know why he wouldn't.
He is. He's gonna hit his own rock.
He's gonna run it back. I mean, it's gonna work for him, I think.
Except it could.
No, he got it.
He sure did.
He got it.
Mastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
wow. That's
a pure example of a guy knowing what shot he throws. You know.
I guess so. Yeah.
You don't need another project.
She's not doing it.
What an end. Let's see what else we got going on.
Let's go to sheet B. There's a heck of a house going on sheet B.
There sure is. Look at all those rocks in play.
So I think that's 3 yellow. So that would be 3 for Hope.
Now this is something rare.
And this is hammer for Allwood. Hope
Yellow has every single one of its rocks in play right now. Nothing's been hit out.
Not for either.
Not every day you see that. Look, there's 8 of them out there.
Yeah, Hope's got all his rocks in play. I guess that's a good way to approach the game, huh? So it looks like Alan's doing a double run back here. Gonna hit the top yellow there and run it back into his own red and tap it up and just cut him down or 6 shot if you can. It's on its way.
So like people are just like, all right,
It's got a curl. It's got a curl. And this is no measure. Okay, so that's a 3 for Hope.
At least it's no measure.
Good night for yellow so far.
What's going on over on? Let's check out sheet A here. All right, we don't have far A up because far A
is in the. They're just starting another end.
Some technical difficulties on that camera, so we'll wait until the. Oh yeah, we can use the wide angle.
What we got is start of 3 new ends.
Labatt?
No, this is it's an arena club. They start curling and training at 7 a.m. It used to be a one-day sport school, and now it's been expanded to 3. They do it with rain. Yeah.
He took his advice.
Enjoys watching
She does?
Yeah. It's not her first choice, but
So what's going on sheet A? It was 2-0 after 1 for Team Simia. Did not see what happened in the second, but it looks like Simia threw first, so they at least got 1.
Yep.
Or Miller blank.
Oh yeah. It's like football or baseball.
It's interesting because like back in Germany you can be a doctor without sort of the title of doctor. You can just be like a medical professional without like you have to go through all the training, but you just don't do the research yourself. You're fully qualified to be a surgeon, but you just don't have to like doctor things. Yeah, so basically you have to go through like you have to do exams, you have to do casework, you have to do
Alrighty. So Russo made that nice shot for 6 in the second.
Incredible.
Still don't know what happened on A in the second, I think.
Like a research component that like,
you gotta make a lot of shots for that.
Sorry, everybody.
Okay, let's see if Muldowney can take it back. Now, I have seen this woman pile rocks in a house when she needs to. I've seen her be down 6 in the final end and almost make it back. Incredible. So, it's not over yet, that's for sure. It's only the third end.
Nice draw there by Dave.
Mm-hmm.
That would not have been the one I would expect.
He said it's like, you know, he's supposed to
Gracias.
Oh, now we see score on sheet A. Ed Simeon taking 1. Stealing 1, rather.
You have to get through that first 4 years.
Another miss. That's gonna hurt.
Replace the guard. Yeah, Giuseppe's gonna call for a draw here.
It's already 9:40. Thought we're home. I'd be in bed already. Said it's already 9:40. At home, I'd be in bed already.
I know.
The lighting here is so nice and bright that you don't realize the time. It just keeps you awake.
It's like a casino.
Yeah, yeah, it is. We've got games. We've got drinks. Not too much money lost though.
Except on the drinks.
Except on the drinks.
We could gamble. I mean, get a little left, right, center going.
There you go. That's a dangerous game right there.
Yes, it is. Keep buying in and buying in and buying in. Right, so Eddie got Team Simia got 1. Looks like they stole 1 in the second, so it's 3-0 Simia over on sheet A. I didn't see that shot. Joe must have. Moore is trying to come down and sit on the red rock there. It is hanging on that line.
It looks
pretty good.
too heavy.
And it's fast, you know. It was. That's pretty similar to what we were seeing in the 7 o'clock draw. It was moving, and anything at back house weight or above, it just wasn't really swinging.
She might have done better to clear that guard.
Joel trying to put another one back up.
Oh.
And like, it's so basic, it's just so easy to understand that you're like, oh, this is great, this makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Like, if someone just gives you like some mental medicine, because I've never done like
Well-guarded rock.
It just seems so like, yeah, I kind of trust you, but I don't understand. But if somebody's like, yeah, this hurts, I have to file this down, I have to put like a nail in there, it seems like, yeah, that's logical.
No, there's not much to do now.
John, you definitely need something.
This is rock number 6.
This is gonna be a hit for Moore.
Looks like she's gonna try to send it through the port.
Yeah, it's some pretty strong weight there. She peels the guard. It's just as good.
It is. Yeah. You probably should have started with that.
I tell her like, good for now. You never know what tomorrow brings. And Mora, oh, beautiful!
Wow.
Gets the little kiss and draws it in, and all of a sudden, Muldowney's hitting 2. Giving a nice clap for Moore in the warm room. Now Giuseppe's going to, I don't think he realizes his shot, but he's going to have, he's going to have to maybe, that's got to be back house weight at least in order to get through that port and sit on that back one. But we're going to just try a straight draw. He's going to try a straight draw. I like this call. It's aggressive. To any club members listening, you should know that the Tylenol in the drawer does nothing. So I will be getting new Tylenol for the club. No, my back was bothering me, so I took some of that aspirin or ibuprofen. It didn't do anything. So it's probably been there for a few years. So we'll get a new bottle. I pulled it getting out of my car.
I think you're getting to be an old man.
This is correct. This is a very accurate statement. It was both painful and soul crushing at the same time. I'll be 40 in a month. Yeah, the timing's perfect.
I can't even imagine.
Let's see what we have. I guess
I assume she's going to want to go top house here. Yeah, that's where she's indicating.
Peanut Gallery showed up.
Peanut Gallery's here. Moore made a nice shot earlier.
I'm watching sheet A.
take 6.
There comes the shot by Eddie over on sheet A. It's going to, he's trying to run Jack out of rocks here. We don't have that camera.
So fast we can't even get to it.
Yeah.
Homework done, getting ready for dinner, then trying to get here for 7 is crazy. Like I didn't get email. He had emailed me.
So now it looks like we got Ed sitting 2 over on sheet A.
And at work, I'm not really supposed to.
Miller's got hammer. He's going to have to try to go for the skips juice here. Let's see how that. And Diane drawing another one. She's putting the English on it. Might be a little deep, but it's going to be in play. Well, that'll still be in the house, but.
But now they're taking more.
Yeah, it sounds like Giuseppe's going to throw a defensive shot here. And
Expensive stuff.
expensive?
What does that mean, expensive?
I didn't say expensive, did I? No.
He's going to throw a what shot?
Defensive.
Defensive.
Yes. But it is an expensive shot because if he misses, he gives up at least 3.
I already have pretty bad hearing and everything.
Yeah. We should try to figure out how to hear the other person do these things. Let's have some fun here.
It's always funny to hear.
And Giuseppe's draw is off. I don't know what I'm looking at. And there comes the draw. It's going to be... it's not a bad place for it to be. Diane can sit on it and score her 2 here. That would be the best shot she just threw, really.
If she hits it just right, she can send it.
She could send it through. I don't know if I'd be going for that. That seems like a pretty tough shot there.
You know how you go play at another club where like the ice is fantastic and like you're like, oh, I don't suck nearly as much as I thought I did. That's what you guys do earlier today. Because like all
We won. I play with Sean Main, Heidi Fallon, Mike McCarthy, and Nigel Lucas. Nigel was had the off night tonight. He does not. Not on Tuesdays anyway. He will be here Saturday though. He's going to help us out with the Dapper Men of Nutmeg for the Crystal Snowflake. That's okay. It doesn't have to be a bow tie. I don't know how that rumor got started.
Resistance to your slide.
You hear that, Brian Tully?
Crap. I should put like my toe further into the ice.
Yeah, it does not need to be a bow tie. That's a rumor Alf started, I think. All right, sweepers are on it. It's sliding, but it's got to get around that guard. The weight was pretty good, though. I think the weight was close. So. Still 5 watching. Okay.
So you should be slowing it down because you're
Huh.
If I well, a lot of those times it's people that are really leaning on it too. But
Alan Allward throwing his is this Hammer? Yes, this is Hammer. Looks like he's sitting 1 at least. I can't.
Take a stab at this.
I usually let go just probably after.
I mean, for us, it's like, as long as you're not like releasing it.
Mike Hope, the opposing skip on cheap beat, gesturing wildly with his broom in the air. Don't know what that was.
Right, but nobody's gonna sit there and watch and be like make sure that you release it.
There we go. Pat Hellback, the second for Team Allward, sweeping feverishly. Good work. Great sweep by Katie and Pat to get shot rock there. Let's see. They're gonna look at that one. Maybe they're gonna give it a measure. And they're not gonna give it a measure. So they got something there. And Ed gets another 1 point to make it 4-0 over on Sheeta. Okay. A lot of ambient noise. Okay. There we go. All right, Liz, why don't you say something? Nope, I thought I had it. Okay, so we will go back out to the near houses here. Looks like everyone's playing. Let's do a slide reverse. Yeah, that's a good wipe there. I don't know what FTB is. But we're back out here. We're showing the near houses. Everyone's in end number 4 now.
I was saying like a chicken cutlet stand.
It's definitely, yeah.
There you go. Your mic was down.
How did I lose that? All right, back in business. Thank you.
We'll see you at Friday at 2.
See you Friday.
All right. Hot chili? You just ruined a good salami sandwich.
Gary versus Jones. It was so defeated.
Was thinking about putting this out on Facebook Space, this link, but then I'd feel self-conscious. I was thinking about putting the live link out on Facebook Space, but then I might feel self-conscious because right now I don't think anybody's listening. Let's see now. We got. Oh, it says we have 5 people watching. Oh, 6. Why is she day on the left of the view to the warm room? Hi, Bobby. That's a great question. I noticed that myself. Can only imagine, like, all cameras do mirror image, so.
Yeah, it is. It's reverse.
Yep.
Well, we were busy struggling along with our own.
We can do it.
Nada, Bobby, Jane, and Karen. That's what we were asking before. Bobby Stoll, Nada, Leslie, Jane and Karen won the senior women's. What was it that they won out in Arizona?
He's checked out. What I was doing trying to verbally explain where all this goes. Oh yeah. It's not that bad. It's just like it's really just coming down the street and doing this. So I'm so now I'm coming out like this. Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did with the string. So wow. Coming out like this. That's what's causing me to say a lot.
Yeah, you can't do this.
Okay, so say the most interesting house right now is again sheet C. Seem to be a little obsessed with sheet C today.
One thing I noticed.
Let's take a little closer look at that. Oops.
Like you come out and then you like.
Again, Diane finding herself in a situation. She needs to get rocks in the house. And it looks like she only has a few left. Morakaki sent a rock down, might be promotable, but not what they need. Giuseppe hoping for a promotion himself.
Alrighty.
Because you change the whole angle of the shot, it doesn't come to where it needs to go.
Welcome back, Craig.
Thank you. I had to have a pretzel break.
After the game, I wasn't telling you. I was going to tell you.
It's a necessity. Joel going for the draw here.
I was like, yeah, he came out wide, or you threw it wide. I'm not going to say it's because you're doing this.
That rock is looking real nice. Maybe just a touch heavy, but I think he's actually going for the promote, and it looks like it's going to be perfect. If it doesn't go through. And it won't. So, great job by Giuseppe. He placed another rock in the house, well guarded, and set up a guard in the meantime. So, Diane still has this port to work with.
You had to go around that guard and not hit that wall.
So, best outcome is she can draw two behind this guard before it's all over.
I thought about it, but there was plenty of room. It's just
Go for a draw here behind. Wait.
It's nice. As long as you weren't wide of it.
Looks like we've got 5 people watching, Craig. While you were gone, Bobby named the 4 teammates that she had. Nada, Bobby, Jane, and Karen. And she also wonders why sheet A is on the left of the view to the warm room. Because cameras are mirror image.
I mean, sometimes I just make sure it's in, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's just reversed.
Oh no. This isn't helping at all. What was she doing here?
I think she was trying to draw through that port behind those guards. Alright, I gotta sign off. I got hiccups right now, so I'll be back in a bit.
Alright, see ya. Alright, well, Giuseppe still got that port to draw for, I guess it would be 4. And this is the 4th end. If he gets 4, he'll be up by 8 in the 4th. There's a lot of activity going on in the warm room right now. Looks like we got a game of dice going on.
One game. I'm sure I'll crap out fast.
Alright, let's check out how the other games are doing. On sheet B, we've got red up 4. And it looks like Simia is winning by 4 on sheet A.
Gotta get rid of your goddamn makeup.
So, Giuseppe getting ready to take another big end, potentially, to steal another big end.
Oh, not that color again. I always lose.
But it looks like he's playing it safe, and he's just.
I would imagine.
Looks to me like he's going for the guard.
Don't worry. Now you're gonna win. He's gonna be final.
Actually, going to work out well if it splits and doesn't roll too far.
Yeah, little split. Well, little too far.
Still leaves Diana Port to get in there.
Sure does. She's got some backing now too.
So, if you are the first person to go, you bid. And what you're bidding on is sheet a particular number.
All right, we'll switch over to the main view.
A lot of stones in play on A.
And you would say 12, whatever,
Near C.
like, and then it would
Yeah.
Near A? Very near A?
Yeah, everybody's come back.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at near C. It's backwards.
What's going on? Can't seem to get near A.
What you can either do is the next person.
Oh, wrong button.
In the numeral,
That's my problem.
oh no, the 6 is or going up in the non-existent job. 13. The one trick is the ones that are wild. They power whatever number is called. So, for instance, I have 3 5s right now.
Oh, so Jack peeled one out there, but Ed still looks like he's sitting 2. Doesn't have hammer. Jack's got a hammer, but,
Oh, look at this great hat over here on.
look at this Kelly's hat. I wish we had a
That's a
one
good
of those
hat.
pointer things. So.
Yeah.
It's the 2016 Kaiser Sweet Apnea hat.
Right. All right, here comes Muldowney with her last shot. Last chance to do something.
She looks like she might be tapping. It's going to curl back, I think. She gets just a piece of this one.
And she did.
And she got it. That's a great shot, Diane.
Don't go too far. Good job. We can give that shot a clap. That was the final shot on sheet.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it wasn't.
He's got a 40 here. It's
That's
a nice
oh, goodness.
hit at it. Let's
You're right, because she did get that one rock the last time.
Let's go cube zoom. There we go. So there is a bit of a port there to get through.
There's no eights.
You don't want to bring control.
I say you should play with 27 guys or 6. Oh hell! Or you can go 9-1.
Shot Diane. We'll fly rotate in.
Or he can go.
So it looks like that may be in view.
Of a higher number, but one because it's
One good hit would get Giuseppe 4.
and you cut the bid in half.
And it looks like it's going to hit the guard to me.
It's got a curl. Here it comes.
And it is curling.
It's going to happen.
Oh, just squeaked by that guard, but it's just too narrow. Oh, and it did get it. Amazing.
And that's a 3.
It was a 3. So Giuseppe is up 7 after the 4th. Impressive. See what else is going on.
Go to sheet B. See what's going on sheet B. Slide reverse.
Show the dice and count.
So if he says 11,
See, I'm kind of interested in what's happening on sheet A. Craig Stefan asking for a
He's
draw.
sitting at least 1. Maybe 2.
So Craig Stefan is currently down by 4. And we don't have a zoom on.
Jack's just trying to draw the 4-foot to get his 1. Over there, sheet A. Craig is looking at it. It looks like it's running a little hot. The sweepers are off it the whole way. Here it comes in the view.
So I'll just start. I'll say.
And is it going to stick?
It's just a little too hot, but it will stick.
And I can't tell if that's out counting. It's at least 1 yellow. This might be 2. They're gonna.
Yeah, it's tough to tell.
Bullshit.
Liar's Dice has been broken out at Nutmeg Curling.
I have 0.
I have 0.
Usual.
Because I've got the Brian.
Kelly can't figure out which one's. Oh.
And they're kicking it aside.
Well, now, what was the decision there? Could you tell?
I couldn't.
A lot of times when it's close, they'll kick the winner into the circle to let everybody in the warm room know, but not this time.
Yeah, don't be a weenie like that.
We've got 4 people watching.
Oh, we lost somebody.
Can't tell who they are. I guess we weren't entertaining enough.
What? I'm still trying to get why is sheet A on the left? Oh,
yeah.
Bobby, that's just because the camera's it's just a reverse angle. I'm not sure how we fix that, but let me see if I can play with it and see what I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, they're software, which is on 1.12
There you go. I fixed it.
Excellent.
Well, that was a lot easier than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. We now have the warm room view is
fixed.
But the other way, it looks the same
if you do the top and bottom. If you do the dual view, right? So if we do the dual view, we'll switch it back.
I gotcha.
Because they have
Show me the
you
dual
want to see
view.
the multi-views?
Yeah.
So this is the multi-view.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see,
I like it.
C's over here, but then C is over on the other side of the
right.
top. So if you, that's why we have it fixed. So we just have to remember that when we do the multi-view. This is another multi-view. I kind of like this one. Mm-hmm. But so this one you can actually use the same way, because you've got sheet A on the far sides of each multi-view. But we have a bunch of these, so. And this is sheet B for camera coverage. Right here we got sheet C for camera coverage. So we have some options here. Playing around with it, having some fun.
And this is a new software, isn't it?
This is brand new. This is actually the technology committee set this up.
It's great.
Went out, got all the equipment. We had to get computers, switchers, headsets, the software. We're purchasing the software still. This is the trial version, but everyone seems to like it. So
yeah, sure.
After the Crystal Snowflake this weekend, we'll actually purchase the software.
So do we have volunteers to commentate on the Crystal Snowflake? Are there any volunteers who are going to commentate on the Crystal Snowflake?
I know I'll be here, and I'm going to try to do some games when Aaron doesn't have me working. Liar's Dice getting a little loud in the background.
So I put all the welcome bags together, and I was here last week putting together the candy. I come back in, and I swear I put 16 bags of candy, but there's only 15 there. So I guess my team won't be getting any candy.
Shenanigans. I think somebody found the candy.
It's possible. I had it hidden up on a shelf, but maybe I just miscounted. So I guess I'll be bringing in my own old Halloween candy. Not that old, you know. It hasn't been that long since Halloween, and honestly, I think that stuff, you know, could last through a nuclear winter.
So we actually have these 4.
Oh wow! Look at that doubling out the guards. That rock came through pretty.
There is a way to replay.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand.
8 twos.
Yeah, I'll do 9 twos. Why not?
So let's see if we can work on the instant replay. Let's have some fun with this here. So let's go to. Well, Diane's got the most in the house here, so we're gonna come watch that.
Yeah, you know, I think.
And we've got Joel is gonna go probably just clear out this top yellow here. The jam possibility, but I don't think Giuseppe's too worried about it.
Continually, sheet C seems to be the most interesting because it always has the most rocks in play.
That doesn't seem to be a hit on the yellow. I think he might be tapping. Let's do the
No, 4-1. Oh yeah, yeah.
see if the instant replay works.
And 5-1 on A, but Jack has had to hammer a lot.
8-6.
Well, giving up a 6 in the second end. Yeah.
Okay, so I did not get the instant replay right.
Totally the motion T-line.
Yeah, that works.
A little heavy.
Oh, just out of there. Good try by Joel Lineker. Looks like you got yourself your instant replay.
I did something there.
I had none.
You did. What did he just do? Take his own out or tap and roll?
Either you have it or you don't. Fade to black.
Or you jump the
Oh,
other
so
way.
maybe it's faded to black.
Jump the other way.
But that's where Perudo actually like.
Maybe.
That's where Perudo makes head-to-head totally different. If you include the option to
exact number.
to say that you have the exact number, because then you could throw it back
So now
on
we're
me,
back.
and I would have to like then.
Sorry about that, Aaron. I think we're back now.
Or do I just say bullshit? You know what I mean? It would give him an additional option. I mean, I don't know why he didn't include it. Yeah. Like why?
We had a brief hiatus. Apparently, the fade to black button just fades it to black. So the fade to black button fades it to black, but doesn't tell you that it's doing that. So it goes off in the black when people are watching. And there you go.
And now we're back.
And now we're back. We figured that out.
I mean, because you said 1-1.
So what do we got going on here? Sheet C looks like it's going to be over here. It's 9-2 for Giuseppe. Sheet B is it's Jeff Hannon just jumping into the broadcast late. Gonna wander down here and see what Sheet B says. Sheet B is 6.
Alan's got a couple in play, Mikey Hope, yellow, winning by one.
hanging behind Alan.
Where did they hang the fourth then?
6-5 for Mike Hope here on
Alan and
Sheet B.
So Mike's trying to figure out how to
Sheet A, Ed is in complete control here, up 6-0. Jack has had the hammer a lot. Best sweeping front end in the club. Eric and Skinny Larry just pounding rocks down the ice.
Ever since Kyle Slover moved out.
Ever since Kyle Slover left.
And we got
Game goes to Russo over Mono.
And
That's 9-5, not 6-5. Okay, different story on Sheet B.
Sheet B here.
Big number.
Oh, it's 9-5 on Sheet B. There was a hidden number back there.
Did not see that 4 there. Okay.
Yeah, I did not see that.
9-5.
Mike Hope.
These games are probably all going to end early. Unless Alan can make a nice shot for multiples here on Sheet B.
Oh, and I'm bartending.
And you're bartending.
You know what? I'm taking this with me.
Have a good one.
We're gonna
Swap the window view. I can't see. My glasses. Swap to that view.
This says the person who loses.
Okay, I gotta go bartend.
All right, so Craig's going to go bartend
Mikey?
quickly. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to leave it on window view because I don't have my glasses on right now, so I can't see the computer screen, but I can see what's happening on the ice. So I'll give you the updates on what's happening on the ice. So Sheet B, yeah, I believe there's.
I think it only comes into effect.
That might be a biter. All right, I'm going to go grab glasses.
Anybody that's on the table can call it at any time.
I'll look at Sheet B on the way by. I don't know if that's a biter or not. Alan's going to try a split, I believe, on Sheet B. Sheet A, Ed is sitting 1 for sure, possibly 2.
Oh my goodness. Oh, for a minute I thought you were
Might be a biter out there, and I don't think so. For those that know me and have been around the club, I now have my sparkly glasses, so I can see what's going on the computer monitor.
Well, that completely changes heads up, too.
That does completely change heads up.
Because life is not complete unless you have sparkly glasses.
Their fourth dice is the collaborative. Who wants to
Yeah, that's...
So Alan is just throwing a draw there.
Oh, and it says during.
So he's now sitting 1. It's 3/4 open.
Whoa!
And Alan is trailing 9-5 here, so he's down 4. So Mike's got a hit with his last to either blank the end or score 1.
So if you're on Gallegos, you can open up.
Because they're not
Sheet A.
Yeah, they're not wild.
Jack makes a nice draw. Ed's got a downweight hit. Try to move that red rock.
I like it. I like
Would
it.
force Jack to make some kind of freeze possibly for his 2. This is Ed's first. Rock underway.
A player with only 1 die left, who has already been on
And Ed's going to crash on the guard and not make the run back. And Mike's going to crash on the guard. So Alan gets 1. 9-6 on B.
If you're on Gallegos
And
you say 2 3s, and I've already been on Gallegos, I can then say 2 4s.
sorry, wrong house.
You kind of just blew my mind here.
So Jack is sitting 1, back 4, back 8.
Game balance right there.
Jeez.
So like
This is his first skip rock.
Table of us, and I've been on Gallegos, and he is on
You still
Gallegos.
survive.
Based on the broom, it looks like he's throwing a draw.
3 3s, 4 3s, 5
Full top 12, top 8.
5 4s because
I don't know if you want to bury there, Craig.
Well, it's
You want to be in front of that rock.
Well,
No, I said 5 3s.
Make Ed look at the double.
5 3s.
Bite the 8-foot is perfect.
4 3s, 4 3s.
In front of that red rock. Sit 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you,
Make Ed throw the double.
who've not been on Gallegos, have to now
It looks
go-
like Jack's going to just try to throw a draw.
But it could get back to
and
you.
go back to 3.
Sheet B we're playing on, so it's
Then you would then have to
9-6
if he goes 6
for Mike Hope.
7 3s. Yeah.
Would it have to be 7 3s or good? Oh yeah, it's higher.
Mike now has the hammer in the 7th end. Jack's draw coming into the house. I'm going to stay here on the sheet A view.
Up the number and stay the same with the.
Sweepers are pounding and it's going to be on the guard.
You can only call
That's why you want to take more ice.
when they're
Take that guard out of play. If you throw it in front of that shot rock, then Ed does not have this hit.
It is not applicable to
So Ed's got this open hit. Nose hit sits 2. Going to force Jack to 1. Draw for 1. Or hit for 1.
only 2 people, then neither one of us can call. We're not allowed to call. They call it calls. Neither one of us.
So expect Ed to make this.
You can do it at any point.
Based on the broom, normal weight hit.
Gallegos round.
If he rolls out, not a big deal.
There's more than 2 people.
Alright, I'm gonna go home and study.
I don't think Jack could blank in the 6th end, down 6.
Maybe see
Oh, we
some.
play you guys next week?
Yeah, it'll be a good one.
Rock on its way.
Maybe see some of you Saturday.
Normal weight.
For what? Oh, for the.
Sweepers are not looking at it. He's got a piece.
Thanks again for
Oh, nose hit. Sits 2.
Any player except for the player who's.
So Jack either has a hit for 1 or draw for 1.
If I say 7 3s, and you're like.
Sorry about sneezing, guys. I don't know how to turn the headphones off without taking them off.
You cannot call.
You probably still would have heard the sneeze.
Or somebody else could call.
So I couldn't call the exact number because I'm
So let's do here in sheet A. So Jack's
Anybody else calls it and gets it exactly. Then you get the dice back.
because I would have been screwed.
sneeze again. Jack's last rock.
So if somebody else wants to take a chance and call it, they
Looks like he's throwing draw, tap,
Yeah.
based on the
But
broom.
if they're right, they get just. But you can't have.
Couple of feet of ice.
You have
Yeah. There's no reason to call it.
I think I'm allergic to curling. Sneezing again.
See, I don't think fast enough. I'd be like, oh wait, it's my turn now. Okay, I can't call it. Shit.
Rock on its way.
I guess at that point I would call not.
Looks like kind of hack. Wait, board. Oh man. Board weight. Sweepers were paying attention to it. Now they're on it.
To the right rules.
Oh, I think they watched it too long. I believe that's going to be a steal 1. It is. So 7-0, and I hear the sound of Velcro over there on sheet A.
Oh, we gotta move. Oh, right.
So sheet A is over. It's Skamia wins that game 7-0. Jack Miller had the hammer, I believe, every end. So sheet B, our only sheet that's out there right now. That was an attempt to draw around a guard. Nothing in the house. Again, Mike Hope is up 9-6. Mike is yellow. And he's asking Alf for a take out of that guard. Alf using the stick these days with some injuries. And makes a peel of a couple of guards, but ends up pushing the red one into the house for shot.
Even after the third. Yeah. I don't care.
Katie Murphy being asked for a guard on that red rock. Allen needs a steal here. He does not have the hammer this end.
Do we have the rules still? No, I just want to.
See, this is, I shouldn't have any.
Eric Sebastian coming off the ice. Good game out there, Eric.
Thanks, no interviews.
I'm going to put rock lobster on that rock, though.
Oh, I bet you had lots of things to say about us, didn't you? Did you see me throw the wrong color and the wrong rock? I threw 4 red.
Yeah.
And he's playing second. 1 and 2 yellow. It still was a nice shot.
Team's going off of the ice from sheet C and sheet A. Wander back over here to my monitor, see what's going on. So Allen's still sitting shot, biting the button, just in front of the T line. Canadian curling over, so sheet D is silent over there on the TV. Gushu made a sick pick through a hole that was like 1 inch on each side to get between 2 rocks. Score 4 in the 9th for handshakes for 9-5 win for Brad Gushu. Allen's trying to throw this guard again on the rock that's in the 4-foot. Maybe a drop heavy. Line's not bad. Sweep it at the end to get it a little curl. No, not needed. It's a good shot. Top 12. Make Mike think about the double, which is going to take on. Keep the pressure on him. Again, he's up 4, so, or 3, 9-6. Doesn't need a lot of precision here. Just eliminate red rocks at this point. He has the hammer in his hand. And a nice double made by Larry Zolo. And saves the shooter actually in the top 12. Allen's going to hit that. Not sure why. Could draw around it. That'd be an option. Draw around the guard that's out there on the bottom of your screen, the left side of the center line. That'd be an option. I'm not sure why we're doing a hit here.
It should be anybody.
Down 3 without the hammer. I think you need rocks in play. Mike's going to get rid of that red rock. That's a guard at this point. Now result of the left-hander lining up.
Oh, we have new shirts, huh? Yeah, which one do you think is theirs? The gray
This
one?
will be an in turn for him.
Back.
Counterclockwise for the left-hander.
Yeah, that's what I knew. Like, this one, remember when Heidi and Jeff?
Looks good. Sweepers are on it. Peel it off. Perfect.
And Heidi too.
No garbage in front of the house. That's what we like to see. Alan's got that wide corner guard. He's got to try to get around that. Get something in the house.
Loser plates first. You cannot.
Diane's got a Christmas shoes on.
Loser bids.
Are you ready for the snow?
You cannot.
Middle of the house completely open at this point, so Mike's not worried. Gonna draw. Probably gonna have a draw to the 8 foot for 1 to put him up 4, and I think the sound of Velcro might follow if that happens. But we'll see. Alan's got a chance. He can bury one around that corner. Not going to be able to touch the 8 foot if he gets it buried. Very wide guard.
I have to try to keep things straight because ones are never what I would remember when I'm supposed to bring a gift.
Rock underway. Sweeper's not really wanting to sweep it. Now they're going to go a little bit. No. I think it's a little light. They should have been on that. No, just a light. They needed to, just a, not in. Just needed to get there a little sooner. Joel Lineker in the house, and we now have mood lighting. We now have mood lighting in the warm room because Joel Lineker is here. And he does love his mood lighting.
The mood lighting. How many viewers are there?
Mike's going to attempt to take out one of these 2 guards. Either one is fine. Get rid of the top one, get rid of the back one. The other choice here for Mike is he could just throw a draw open side. Again, a lefty, so that would be his out turn. It would be a clockwise draw. Throw it to the portion of the house that's above the center line on your camera view, or to the right side of the center line as we're looking out the windows. He's throwing a hit. Get rid of one of those guards anyway. Sweepers are not doing much. Alf jumping on a little bit. Got one of them.
Those are gluten free.
It rolls it toward the center. Leaves Alan a chance. Alan's got a chance to draw around that. Can probably bite the 4 foot behind that center guard.
Picture of Rugrats.
He could look at the split, but I don't know if the split helps him. I think you got to try to bury a draw around that, get it T-line, bite the 4 foot, make Mike draw the 4 foot, and then you're down 2, and you got to steal 2 in the last end. And Mike has the hammer here. Might be playing a tap. Oh, right-hander. Alan Allward throwing the clockwise in turn. I believe he's trying to tap the red one. Tap at an angle would be best. Try to get it up behind that yellow one, more toward the 4 foot. Sweepers are on it right away, just hammering it. Looks way light.
My wife would make my lunch at the same time. Just made them all the same.
Gonna tap the yellow, and they moving rocks around. So I think that game's over. I think they decided that's enough. There's handshakes. And we're done here. So now we're into mood lighting and enjoying some adult beverages and some food. I need somebody to turn this stuff off.